Hey, good morning, everybody. Well, at least I'm filming this in the morning, so good morning, afternoon, evening, like the Truman Show. We are here, and as Chuck would say, where the magic happens, in our pickup room, in our packing room, live sale room, our work room. But I have a shopping haul for you. So today is April 12th. If anybody didn't know, April 10th was Gwen's birthday. I took the day off yesterday. We were going to go to the beach, try to do an overnight, but we really like the Sarasota. Video coming soon. Sarasota area, the beaches, totally blown away how beautiful they were. But we realized we have to plan a little bit farther out in advance than just a week. So we're going to do a beach trip, an overnight stay down there, just Gwen and I, coming up hopefully in the next month or two. So off subject, but so we got a shopping haul. So Gwen and I were out yesterday picking up some things. We had a lot of requests. We wanted to get as many as we could. There was a ton of new merch, so there's some familiar pieces in here that we've picked up before, but there's a lot of new stuff out there, a lot of pins, lounge flies, what else? There's shirts, clothing, reusable bags, a ton of new stuff. So let's go ahead and get into this haul. First of all, we'll talk about this piece sitting right here. So we didn't realize it, and we've seen it. I don't know if it's available elsewhere, but it was at Pop Century. I don't know if the ice cream parlor, I forget what it's called, at Magic Kingdom at the end of Main Street might have this, but it is for ice cream. So you get your ice cream in it, and this is the spoon. I don't want to mess it up by taking it out. So it's the spoon for the ice cream, and the ice cream goes in here. So they put it in a dish, and then the dish fits right in there. So they're not actually putting the ice cream in that. They're putting it in a dish that then fits in here. But how cute is that? Let's fix that. But how cute. You got Mickey driving the ice cream truck. You got Goofy in the back serving up the scoops. 3 Pals ice cream. So who else is there? You got Chip and Dale eating the ice cream. And is Donald on the backside? Yep, there's Donald. He's serving up ice cream from the other side. And look at the strap. The strap's got little Jimmies on it. You got Goofy, Donald. There's 2 Mickeys on there somewhere. What's the license plate? I wonder if that means something. If you know, let me know. Well, 1928, November 18th, 1928. Is that what that's supposed to mean? And now I'm going to have to Google what November 18th, 1928 was. Ice cold and refreshing. Okay. I'm going to have to Google that. Alexa, what significance does November 18th, 1928 play with Disney?
In 1928, Steamboat Willie, the first animated short starring Mickey Mouse, was released. This event is significant to Disney because it marks the beginning of the company's history, marking the creation of one of the most recognizable and beloved characters in the world. November 18th is celebrated as Mickey Mouse's birthday.
There you go. More you know. I didn't know that. That's awesome. Thanks, Alexa. And so that's what November 18th, 1928 means. Mickey Mouse's birthday. Oh, boy. But how cute is that? And it's pretty decent size. The wheels do turn. So it is, does turn. So that's really cute. That was $27, and it was currently available at Pop Century. I do not know if it's at the other resorts. I heard the cast member that when we were checking out, somebody else asked what it was, and you know, she told him that it was the ice cream bucket. And you've probably seen the other one. It was like a kitchen sink. And then they did the mini skirt that kind of looked like a mini skirt. And the way she was talking about is that they do a new one every year. Did not know that. And I don't know if it's available at all ice cream parlors or shops, but it was at Pop Century. So that is $27. And let's move this to the side and get into some more. So these are some of the new things that we saw. These are the reusable totes that they now, like the Sorcerer Mickey reusable tote. So this is what it looks like inside. So it looks like it has a handle to hold and then a shoulder strap. And they are made of the same material, this durable material. So super lightweight, but super durable too. And they fold up into this neat little patch. I mean, I know most grocery stores, especially down here, we go to Aldi's a lot. And we always have bags in the car. And then for Disney, we always have bags in the car. So we use bags quite often. But how cute is that? And that is, I think it's let me check on that. Hold please. That is $16.99. So the Mickey reusable tote little carrying pouch here is $16.99. And they do have some other ones. So we do have these. We bought these because we thought they were going to be very popular. So we do have 2 available. If you're interested, please let us know. And then the next one is the donut. The Disney Snacks or Disney Eats collection. Same thing. Has a nice metal clip to clip it onto, you know, whatever you want to clip it onto, your backpack or anything like that. This is what the bag looks like. And this is $16.99. And we do have 1 available of those. One was requested. And then the other one is this Winnie the Pooh honey. So it has this, you know, sturdy clasp, zipper, and this is the Winnie the Pooh one. It looks like a shape of a heart, but it's a packable tote. Also $16.99, and we have 2 of those available. Okay, so let's clear them out, and well, let's get into this. So everybody knows about the Create Your Own headband. So this is the newest addition, I believe, to the Create Your Own headband is Pluto. And how cute is that? Saw someone yesterday that had one of them Create Your Owns, and they had, I think it was 7 orange birds. So it was literally a ring of orange birds around her head. It looked pretty cool. But there's the newest one, Pluto. And these are $11.99 for these. And I am going to put up a short. I filmed all the ones that they have, new and old. So I'll be posting that shortly. I'll be posting a shortly. And then let's clear off some of these and get into some other stuff. Something that's been around for a little bit since Flower and Garden opened up. But somebody had requested the Orange Bird trash can. These are $14.99. And they are different on all sides, which is neat. That I like how they did that. That they're, well, different on 3 sides. And they are hand wash only. $14.99. And then they had the Spike the Bee one. So for salt and pepper shaker, this actually makes a really good combination. You got Spike the Bee and Orange Bird. Actually, that's a good idea for a salt and pepper shaker set. Instead of getting 2 of each, you get 1 of each. And that way they're both flower and garden. And they're very distinguishable between, if you want to put pepper in this one, it's different color. So that's pretty neat. $14.99. I didn't even notice that. It has World Showcase. I'm celebrating 30 years. And they had this Simba keychain. This was a request. How cute is that? It's more of a bag clip, but I guess you could use it for a keychain, but this is what they requested. So, and that was $14.99 for the Simba. And we had some requests for these mystery packs. I believe we've already gotten a few for some requests. But the hidden Disney mystery patch, this is the newest version. They are $19.99, and I believe you get 2 pins in here. It feels like 2 pins. Yes, 2 pins. Yep, contains 2 randomly selected pins. And they don't even show what they are, so I don't even know what they are. But they're pretty neat. They're $19.99 each. We did get a request, and then Gwen wanted to pick up a pack to open up on a video, so we'll be opening these up on a video coming up. And then some keychains, some other keychains. So red, I want to say these are $14.99. Let me just double check that, please. Okay, so I found a receipt, and it is $12.99. So this is the Mickey keychain. It's got a piece of watermelon. He's just chilling out. It's got some palm trees, some tropical leaves, Mickey just dancing around. And then there's a mini version. So this is the mini version. And what's her little charm? Oh, she doesn't have a little charm. She has a clasp. The same style. Some sparkly. I guess these are wrist straps. Or just, I don't know. How would you use that? Would you put that through something? But that is $12.99 for these keychains. Looks like it's well built. Looks like it's a very durable keychain. Like, I'm always afraid to use keychains like this because, you lose that piece. But these seem very durable. I like it. And then candy. So this was a candy that we found. This is one of the new candies from Inside Out. Mixed Emotions. It is assorted sour balls. And okay, the Mixed Emotions candy is $6.99 for these sour balls. $6.99. And then I see another keychain back here. This is a Tower of Terror keychain. $12.99. Mickey and Minnie are looking very dapper. It does have the Hollywood Tower Hotel key on there with the icon on the key. Anything on the other side? Yep, same thing. That's pretty neat for $12.99. Like the old hotel room key. That's really neat. $12.99. And then we picked up the Chip 'n Dale Snack Crunch. This is the butter toffee peanuts. And just a side note, so the coconut crunch that Gwen's been really loving, and we've had a few requests, we're able to pick up some. We cannot find that anywhere. We looked everywhere for it, and we cannot find it anywhere. So this is the butter toffee peanuts. I want to say it's like either $6.99 or $6.49 or something like that. Maybe not even that much. And then let's get into, so we got the Marie plush from Ever After. That is $29.99. We had a request for that. Thank you. So cute. Cinderella tumbler. Seen this before. I love that diamond effect and the fact that it's nice and bold. Usually with Starbucks, it's kind of same color, but I love how it's out like that. And comes with a little slipper on the straw. If I can get it to turn correctly. There we go. Little straw topper, and that is $49.99 for that. And then they're getting into these park tumblers with the pins. So if you're interested in the Hollywood Studios one, they are only available now at Hollywood Studios. Disney Springs has sold out, and there's not many left at Hollywood Studios. Oh, my nose is itching. Somebody must be talking about me. But so that's the Hollywood Studios one, and it does come with a pack of pins. I love the detail on this, and we always check it out because you gotta be careful because of the acrylic. Some of them, if you just pull it and grab it, you'll realize later that it has a big scuff in it. So I check out each one just to make sure there's no scuffs, no marks, and I have the cashier wrap them in tissue paper just so they're not banging against each other. So we did have to pick up 2 of those, and they are $49.99. And since we're on the tumblers, we got an Epcot one, and that's $44.99. And a Magic Kingdom one, $44.99. So he's got Haunted Mansion, Popcorn, Fireworks, Small World, Space Mountain, Tron, Dumbo, Big Thunder Mountain. These are awesome little tumblers, or awesome tumblers, not little. So let's clear some of this stuff out so we can get into more of the other stuff. So they released a bunch of these new coin purses, or if you got earbuds or something that you want to, you can clip it onto a bag, use it as a little carrying case. Your pins. You had me at Walt Disney World, so they had a couple different ones. We did post them all on our Instagram at DisFamily_Adventures_pickups. You can go check them out. They are $14.99, and it's just a zipper with a pull, and it's just, if I can open this, it's got a foam backing in there, but it's just a pouch that you can clip onto a thing. So whatever you can fit in there, pins, earbuds, money, whatever you want to put in there. They're really cute, and they do have that nice clasp that would keep them attached to whatever you're putting them on. And then this, I saw this and I thought this was really cute. So it is espresso mugs with the Ewoks. They're little espresso mugs. And that's what it looks like. How cute is that? So you can stack them. And it looks like a little totem of Ewoks. And that is $34.99. But how cute is that? And I guess the ears or the hands are the little holder. I don't know if they have. I don't know. I didn't open it up. I don't know if they have. Can I open it up? I just want to see if I can see the top one. Oh, so the hands are what you hold. It doesn't actually have a handle. But how cute is that? All the little Ewoks. Your Star Wars collectors out there. $34.99. They are ceramic. And then this was, Lauren got mad at me because I didn't post pictures when I found them, but we had a request. These are new ornaments, but they're popcorn buckets, and they are all each $29.99. Yep, $29.99. So first of all, you got R2-D2 here, and they do something, but I always make sure I find the ones with the tabs. Oh, it opens up. Oh, it opens up. What's the deal? And it probably lights up. I didn't even know they opened up. How cool is that? And that's the button to push. Wait, I'm not even on camera. I'm getting so excited I was off camera. But how cool is that? I'm not going to pull the plug to see it light up, but let's just say that lights up. That is so cool. And they have R2-D2, and there's a total of 5. The one that we don't have here is a Mickey bucket, Mickey ear bucket, the Mickey balloon bucket. And I think I want to say it's yellow. But how cool is that? And then, so that's R2-D2. And then you got Cinderella's carriage, and it opens up. Oh, and it lights up. How cool is that? And look at the detail. I love the ornaments. I mean, there's a ton of detail in that. Do the wheels actually move? No, the wheels do not move. And it's got the strap that you would have for your popcorn bucket. And it lights up. That's pretty awesome. And this is the button to push to light it up. Wow. And then you got the alien, and the straps are rubber. So that's pretty cool. And they're pretty detailed too. That's pretty neat. And then does he? Look at that. The claw. And love the detail in it. And then the last one that we have is Elliot. And look at wow, that's some detail in that. And this was released in Disneyland. It did come to, I think it did come to Magic Kingdom. But how cool is that? I wonder if he lights up. Or if it's just the popcorn that lights up. I don't know. They look like little lights. I might have to pop the... does this pop open? And I just realized something. He's missing a wing. Bummer. I was checking, but I missed that. I'm gonna have to return that then. Gonna have to return that because he's missing a wing. But look at the popcorn, how it pops up. How neat is that? Okay, so since I gotta return it, I'm pulling the cord and seeing what lights up. He does light up. Oh, he lights up all over. And he flickers. Oh, I might have to get this. That's not fair, Disney. Not fair at all. Yeah, he actually he flickers. He completely lights up. Oh, I'm gonna have to return him because look, he's missing a wing. Wow, that's pretty neat. And then, so that's the popcorn bucket ornaments. They do have a Mickey balloon one, but they're all $29.99. And then let's get into pins. So they released a lot of new Belle pins. So this is one of them. Belle looking at the rose. I love the detail on it. Like, they're really getting better with their pins. They had to do something. And yellow is I want to say $14.99. But these were all requests. So this is one of the new pins. And then this is another new Belle pin. You got the mirror. You got her in her yellow dress with Cogsworth and Luminaire. And that is also $14.99. But that is a really cute pin. And then they have this stained glass one. So it is stained glass. Yep, it is stained glass. So the rose pin. And that one probably is, that one's $12.99. Silver is $12.99. And then this was our most popular, the Christmas one. So this is Belle in her Christmas dress and Beast with all the birds on them. This is like one of the most important scenes in the movie. And that one is $12.99. Wow, $12.99 for that pin. That's a nice size pin for $12.99. That is a nice pin. And do we have any more? No, so that's all the new Belle pins. So let's clear off some of this stuff and get into some more stuff because we still got Powerline, lounge flies. Well, we'll get into this tote. So this is a tote from a collection that's been out for a while. We had a request for this. This is Belle. This is you can only find this in France, but it's embossed. Is that what it's called? But it feels really nice, really soft, and just the detail. And I love how they did Belle with the roses and everything. And this was $39.99 for this, and they still had some available, but it is from an older collection, so I don't know how much longer it will be available. But it's a nice tote. Zipper. Eiffel Tower as the hardware. And let's check inside. Oh, and that's the pattern inside. You got a zipper there. And it's just an open tote. Really nice. For $34.99, $39.99 from Disney. That's actually a really nice tote. That's a nice liner in there. That's a really nice tote. I like that. I would never use it myself, but that is a nice, and it does have a nice feel to it. Okay, so let's clear off some of this stuff and get into more. Okay, so let's get into the Powerline stuff. So we have the Powerline hat. That is probably $29.99, $29.99. It is a snapback hat. But how cool is that? For all you Powerline Goofy fans out there. A little tuft of hair. Oh, what's that? There we go. Got that taken care of. That was a little embarrassing. Sorry about that. So that's a Powerline hat. $29.99. And then they have the Powerline Loungefly. And it does have, this is for $80. Leaning Tower of Pisa. Now I know. Now I know. And then, what's the pattern inside? Oh, look at the pulls. So the pull is Goofy and Maxx. And a regular pull over here. But that is pretty neat that the front pull is Goofy and Maxx. And then let's see if we can see what the pattern is. And that is what's inside. Hi, Dad. Okay. And that was, what did I say, $80? $80. So I'm going to try something new. I'm going to hang it up because that way I can possibly show it better. So that's the Powerline shirt. You got Goofy Maxx at the bottom. Has that tie-dyed effect. It has the lightning bolts. The lightning bolt for Powerline. Musical symbol. And on the sleeve. This one is $64.99. And if you're curious, like this is, I think this is actually a small. What did the price tag say? Yeah, this is a small. So they run big. And Disney, a Goofy movie. And there's Powerline. That's pretty neat. Yeah, I hope, yeah, I realized that I wasn't showing some of the shirts correctly. Or good enough. So hopefully by hanging them up now you can see how you can get a better feel for what the shirt looks like, how it looks, how the sizes run and stuff like that. So we got that one. And then we'll go into this Loungefly here. So we went over, we had a request for this Port Orleans Loungefly. And it has a zipper in the front. Port Orleans Riverside. And this is $90 for this one. Port Orleans. I love the colors and the flowers and Mickey and Minnie. But the cast member said that these are very popular. That they've been like flying off the shelves. So, I don't know. I didn't know Riverside Loungeflies were so popular. Maybe because it's got Mickey and Minnie on the front. And like you would have to really know that it's Port Orleans. Like you would just see that as a Mickey and Minnie Loungefly. This is the front zipper. So you can see that's what the inside is. It's the green with the flowers and Mickey and Minnie. Yeah, the cast member said that they were really popular. And then we have some Sorcerer Mickey ears. We've shown these before. These are really cute. I want to say they're $34.99. They did restock them. They didn't have them for a while, but now they got them back. And then these are the new Buzz Lightyear ears. And these are $34.99 also. They have a couple new ears, so check out our Instagram page at DisFamily_Adventures_pickups. We did post all that stuff yesterday. Actually, Gwen and I, when we're out, and we find new stuff, I do try to post a couple reels, but we usually send pictures to Lauren, and then she posts them all, so she's kicking butt at home while we're out. So they're pretty neat. The Buzz Lightyear ears. Space Ranger. And then the rest are shirts and stuff. So let me just get the next shirt up on the hanger. So our next item is a Lily Polster, I believe is how it's pronounced, but it's the Cinderella. It's, I guess, a newer collection. Gwen saw it. Yeah, there's Cinderella. And you got Gus right there. You got the birds. There's Cinderella again. There's Jacques. And that was $68. It is a V-neck. It's got the carousel, the castle. Let me move these over so you can get a better look at it. It's really nice. It's got some palm trees. Really cute. Really cute top. And then Tower of Terror had this pajama set. So it is a top button down with matching shorts. And it is super, super, super soft. And I love all the icons all over it. And I love the color too. And the fact that it's outlined in the white with the pocket. Really classy looking pajamas. And they're like super soft too. I didn't even know that they existed back there until we had to pick this up. But that looks like it would be super comfortable. And that was, drum roll please, $49.99 for that set, which is nice for a really comfortable, well-made set. And then we got some more shirts. We got a ton of shirts. We got spirit jerseys. We got shirts, all kinds of stuff. So let's get into them. So let's start off with the ones we already had. So we had to get another, we had to find an extra large in this one. This is the Walt Disney World t-shirt, $29.99. But it has Walt Disney spelled out with all the princesses. References to all the princesses and damsels in distress. That's pretty cool. I like that shirt. I like how they're doing stuff like that. And then this one we've picked up before, Hello Spring, with Pluto on it on the front, Walt Disney World. That's also $29.99. And then some of the new stuff. So this is a Disney's Hollywood Studio. You got Mickey, and that's also $29.99. But that's pretty cool. I like that one. Nice classic Mickey honoring Hollywood Studios. Some stars around it. And then I got this one for myself. But I like the green. I like the green color, first of all. Or the whatever that is. Lime, whatever. But look at the colors. Like the purples, the golds. Just kind of pop out. And you got Tower of Terror. You got Fantasia. Or... Fantasia. And then you got R2-D2 for Star Wars. You got Mickey in that classic pose. I believe that is a statue that is walking up to the Chinese theater. Not of Mickey, but of a director. You got Buzz representing Toy Story Land and Rock and Roller Coaster. And thanks to Chuck and Amy, I recently rode both of them. And saw that. I think we did all three of them in the same night. So that's pretty cool. No, maybe not the same night. But we did all three of them. But I like that. $29.99. So that one's mine. I like that shirt. And then one of the newer Sorcerer Mickey shirts. Let me step back a little bit. So you got Sorcerer Mickey there on the front. And then if you flip it around, you got the broomstick on the back. And that is $34.99 for those. So all these shirts were $29.99 each. And then this shirt is $34.99. But that is pretty cool with Mickey. And then the new Lion King Spirit jersey. Sorry that's all wrinkled. I just got them all out of the bag not that long ago. But I love the rust color. And then you got Kuna Matata. You got Simba, Pumbaa, and Timon. All down there. I love the colors at the bottom. And that was, I believe that was $74.99. Let me double check that. Hold on, please. That was $79.99. So you got the bugs, everything like that. But I love the rust color of that Spirit jersey. That's awesome. Looks good. Looks good. And then we have this one. This one is an older one that they just re-released. So it is like a tie-dyed acid wash, whatever you want to call that. But it's the Walt Disney Magic Crew. And then this is the back. Which, like I said, they did have this last year. But they re-released it, and it is $34.99. But I don't think they're going to last long because I think they sold out quick last year. And then we got a few more, so let me set them up and then we'll finish out this video. Start off with, they released a bunch of new car stuff. You know, it's mostly for kids. But how cool is this? It's a rain jacket. It's got the piston cup as the pool. It's got a vented hoodie. And it's a really lightweight but durable. And it even zips. See, okay, so when you have a zipper on the back, the rain jacket folds into that and creates a pouch. And then you can keep your rain jacket in that pouch. Once it dries, of course. You want to make sure it's dry before you put it away. But it's got Velcro on the cuffs. With elastic too. Elastic and then Velcro. But like, look at all the Lightning McQueen. Oh, I forget that guy's name. But the back looks like it's slightly longer than the front. And then it's even got a zipper on the side if you want to expand it out. Make it a little bit bigger, so it actually, like, maybe if you got a backpack or something, do both sides. No, just one side. So it does expand out. So it is. Wow, that's pretty cool. It will grow with your kid. That's pretty neat. And that was. Let's see. It's got one of these tags. So. What does that mean? It's packable. Yep. So it's in that thing. And this was $39.99 for that. That's pretty neat. And then we have the new flower, what we're calling the flower Spirit jersey. Because look at the bottom. It's flowers with Mickey heads in it. And that's what it looks like. And then $79.99. And then it has Walt Disney World on the back. And this is like a terry cloth feel to it with the flowers. I don't know. Gwen's the expert when it comes to stuff like that. But that's the one Spirit jersey. And then this, I think we showed them before. But there is, I think there's a different colors associated with this. And this is $59.99. It is a sweatshirt. Looks like it's a very comfortable sweatshirt inside. Nothing on the back. Just a nice sweatshirt. Doesn't scream Disney. I mean, you got that, but, you know, it's nice subtle. And then this is one of the new shirts. So it says Walt Disney World. And it does look like it's stitch work. And then on the back is that. You got Soarin', Rock and Roller Coasters, Safari. Why do they have a sailing ship? But that's pretty neat. And it's all in pink. And that is $34.99 for that. So that's our shopping haul from, it was yesterday, April 11th. So I'm going to try to edit this video and post it this weekend, because I think some of these things are going to be very popular and probably sell out quickly. So if you're interested, please let us know. Reach out to us. You can leave a comment on this video. Reach out to us at our email at disfamilyshopping@gmail.com. And also follow us on Instagram at disfamily_adventures_pickups for all the latest posts. There's a lot of new stuff that we posted that wasn't in the haul. So check that out, and we'll be happy to help pick up the stuff for you. So thanks so much for all the support and love. We truly appreciate it. This community is awesome. I love doing what we do. The girls sometimes get a little stressed out, but I love it. Thanks so much for watching. Please like and subscribe. Share this video if you know anybody who's interested in anything. If you've been on a vacation and didn't get a chance to pick up something, we'll be happy to help. So thank you so much for watching. Please like and subscribe, and we'll see you in the next one. Bye.